Tonight, President Biden is scheduled to give the annual State of the Union address. We'll tell you where you can watch. Legendary fighter Mike Tyson will face Jake Paul in a one-time Netflix special event. Today is a good day to be Jack Black. Kung Fu Panda 4 is set to hit theaters today.
Broadcasting live from the University of North Texas, this is ntTV News at Noon.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining ntTV News at Noon. I'm Macy Terry.
And I'm Madeline McCrory. President Biden's State of the Union address is set for tonight, and it comes the day after the general election matchup was essentially set. The speech, not only a status update on the nation, but a pivotal moment for Biden's re-election prospects. Karen Kaifa is on Capitol Hill this morning with a preview.
President Biden comes to Capitol Hill tonight with the same challenges of any State of the Union address, seeking to reassure the American public about the domestic and international crises of the moment. But this election year, the stakes for him much higher as he makes a bid for a second term. His administration has struggled to translate what they see as their accomplishments into better poll numbers. There are also policy differences within his own party and also concerns about his age. The White House says President Joe Biden's message to the American people will look back and forward.
You will hear the president lay out the historic achievements he has delivered on for the American people and his vision for the future.
Biden's State of the Union address comes the day after Republicans acknowledged former President Donald Trump as their presumptive nominee for the 2024 presidential election.
It is now up to Donald Trump to earn the votes of those in our party and beyond it who did not support him.
Former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley suspended her bid after a string of Super Tuesday losses, setting the table for another November battle between Biden and Trump. Biden expected to extend a hand tonight to Haley's backers, leaning in particular into overlaps on foreign policy. But he also has work to do within his own party. Progressive Democrats especially unhappy with his handling of the Israel-Hamas conflict abroad. And at home, polls show Americans feeling better about the economy, but Biden not getting credit for it. Plus, questions about the president's age and vitality raising tonight's stakes.
The age of the president's ideas matter. Donald Trump's ideas are from 50 years ago. The president is working to restore Roe versus Wade, to address the existential threat posed by climate change, and to lead our country into the future.
The speech likely one of Biden's biggest audiences of the year, kicking off a nearly 8-month general election battle ahead. And Republicans have tapped Senator Katie Britt of Alabama to deliver their official response to Biden's address. GOP leadership describes Britt as part of a new generation of Republican leaders. They're also seeking to draw a contrast between 42-year-old Britt and 81-year-old President Biden. On Capitol Hill, I'm Karen Kaifa.
Tune into the State of the Union address tonight at 8 p.m. Central Time. You can watch it on ABC, CBS, CNN, NBC, Fox, the White House website, or the White House's YouTube, X, or Facebook pages.
The Egyptian Army and Turkish Red Crescent are now sending aid to Gaza after the World Health Organization Chief Dr. Tedros Ghebreyesus gave warning on social media yesterday, stating that the children of Gaza who have survived previous bombardments may not survive a famine. It has been reported that at least 20 people have died of malnutrition and dehydration since the start of the war, and over 200,000 people are experiencing catastrophic levels of hunger. In response, the Turkish Red Crescent is sending the largest aid ship yet, carrying around 3,000 tons of supplies such as food, clothes, and medicine to help combat this crisis. We will keep you updated as the story unfolds. You guys, it is raining so much. On my walk to the studio, I was terrified my makeup would get ruined.
Me too. I hope the downpour will end soon. What's the weather looking like, Isabel?
Thanks, guys. So unfortunately, we are going to have some muggy weather for the next couple of days. As we take a look at today's current conditions, it's looking around 64, feeling like 63, with wind speeds coming in from the south at 12 miles per hour and stormy skies. And as we move on to later tonight, we're going to see the same temperatures with winds coming in from the southeast at 10 miles per hour and stormy skies. And then moving on to tomorrow, we're going to see the temperature bump up a little bit to 68 degrees, feeling around the same, with winds coming in from the northwest at 10 miles per hour and partially cloudy skies. I'll be back later with your full weather update. Back to y'all at the desk.
Braving the rainy weather is our live shot anchor, Taryn Mosley.
She is at the Bayless-Selby House Museum covering the recent charges of vandalism against the historical monument. Taryn?
Thanks, Madeline. Here at the Bayless-Selby Museum, visitors learn what life was like in Denton during the early 1900s. This historical park is located on Mulberry Street, which is just a short walk away from Denton Square. But on Monday, Denton police charged a man for allegedly damaging multiple downtown properties last fall, including this window behind me. Oscar Hernandez was arrested on 3 counts of criminal mischief between $100 and $700, 1 count of criminal mischief between $2,500 and $30,000, and 1 criminal trespass charge. The first of damages happened on September 23rd with a landscaping rock thrown through 2 windows here at Bayless-Selby Museum. Then on October 28th, another window was shattered at the Denton County African American Museum. Surveillance footage showed a man using the rock to break a window, enter the building, and leave, and the surveillance footage helped identify Hernandez as a suspect. Police spokesperson Amy Cunningham states that Hernandez was released on bail early Tuesday morning. That's all I have for you guys here. Back to you at the desk.
Have you heard what this Las Vegas airport is now implementing? It's going to change the game. Stay with us.
Ever wanted to be a police officer for a day? Well, San Antonio has you covered.
Look up here. 1, 2, 3.
Mom, Dad, I got it.
You're right, Mom. I have.
Willis Library, located at the University of North Texas. It has computers, printers, and the building is open 24/7. By going online, you can book up to an hour of reserved space and one of the many private study rooms. Many of them are equipped with whiteboards, a table, and a TV to hook up to your computer. Textbooks can be checked out for free with a student ID. They also have many of these in ebook forms. This is still a library, so always remember to be quiet and respectful of other surroundings, especially in certain places where talking is not allowed. For example, the 3rd and 4th floor are completely quiet. As you can see, Willis Library has many options for students, with it offering many media sources and staying open all the time.
I'm so tired. I feel ugly. I'm not okay. I didn't know UNT had counseling services. Maybe I should check it out. This looks like the place.
For spring break?
Well, I turned 21 and I'm going to do homework, but maybe I'll find time for a movie. There are a few coming out heading into spring break. Let's go to James Peeler, who has a little bit more. James?
Thank you very kindly, you two, and happy early birthday, Madeline. One of my favorite franchises from my childhood is making a return to the silver screen. That's right, Poe the Dragon Warrior and his friends are coming back to the big screen in Kung Fu Panda 4. CNN's Rick Damigella has more.
Jack Black is back as the voice of Poe in Kung Fu Panda 4.
I'm gonna go talk to a chameleon about getting my staff back.
His first big screen adventure since 2016 finds the Dragon Warrior facing off against a powerful new villain.
Once I possess the kung fu of every master villain, no one will dare question my power.
The actor had no problem getting back into character.
It was easy and fun because of our directors. It's what it's all about. At the end of the day, when you're working on a movie like this, you want to jam and have chemistry with the directors, because those are the people you're working with intimately.
We wanted to make sure we're telling the right story. And we didn't just want to make another one. We wanted this to be the perfect story, the right story to tell for Po the Dragon Warrior.
What is this place?
The best crooks and criminals live here.
You're a wanted criminal?
You sound surprised. Is it surprising?
The story teams the panda with a fox, voiced by Awkwafina.
Some of the best crooks and criminals in all of Juniper City live here. It was so exciting for me to play this character. I was a huge fan of the franchise growing up, and so to be an actual part of the cast interacting with characters that I really love is surreal.
We're not so different, you and I.
Stand back. I'm gonna kick my butt.
In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
Now, I won't be able to see it immediately, but if you want to, it drops tomorrow. And there are a number of other good movies heading out, like Dune 2, Imaginary, and Love Lies Bleeding. Now, that's all from me. Let's head back to the desk.
Madeline, I don't know about you, but I love the rain. It's so calming and peaceful.
Absolutely not. I need the sunshine to come before spring break so I can hit the beach.
Well, I guess you're right. Some sun would be nice for spring break. Let's head over to our weather bank anchor, Isabella Mays, and see what's in store.
Thanks, guys. Well, you're in luck. We're going to be having a couple days next week where we're seeing especially sunny skies. But for right now, as we take a look across North Texas, you're going to see Denton, Sherman, they're both staying at 64, Paris in 68, and Sulphur Springs in 71. And then over here, Graham at 64, Bowie 64, and Decatur and Stephenville both at 63. As we take a look at the regional map, we're going to see El Paso at 66, Amarillo at 66, and then jumping over here to Oklahoma City, 71, and Houston, 79. And then as we take a look at our 7-day forecast, we're going to be starting off the week and ending off the week with storms, with Friday at the high at 70 and a low of 41, with a 51% chance of rain. Saturday, partially skies, high 58, low of 36. And then Sunday and Monday, we're going to start to see super sunny skies. So that's going to be the day you're looking forward to, with a high of 63 on Sunday and a low of 41. And then Monday, high 69, low of 49. And then ending off the week, Tuesday through Thursday, with temperatures all high in the 70s and low in the 50s, with a 58% chance of rain on Thursday. That's all I have for you guys today. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Isabel. The Transportation Security Administration has launched an innovative self-screening pilot program in Las Vegas. Pre-check passengers can now use the newly implemented security technology system. Passengers will follow instructions on a screen to scan their own bags and then step into a glass body screening booth where an avatar provides guidance. TSA said the goal of this technology is to improve passenger experience and minimize interactions with TSA employees. Testing of this prototype could last up to a year.
The university's Black Student Union released a statement last Wednesday detailing what they called unacceptable incidents that occurred at two of their events. The incidents included over-policing and objectionable behavior from university staff. The organization has since then released a list of demands that the university must meet before they are willing to speak with administration. The list included clear police and surveillance requirements, apologies from staff members and their departments, a refund for the fashion show, Sheila Miller, who is the custodial services assistant supervisor, to be fired, and a written apology from the university committing to support BSU's February Black History Month events in the future. The organization has received support from many students since releasing their demands. Sean Simpson, the BSU vice president, said they will not stop until they see change.
Volunteers with the San Antonio Police Department's public safety team write tickets for those illegally parked in fire lanes or handicapped parking areas. 2 men have been volunteering for the police department for 25 years. Renia Carr caught up with them to find out what drives them.
For these handicap things down here. Every week, you'll find Jerry Cowan and Don Carr.
Hey, there's one right over there right now.
Looking for cars parked illegally in a fire lane or a handicap spot.
I had a handicapped daughter in a wheelchair for 6.5 years. A lot of times I took her out and we had a problem.
For the past 25 years, they've been writing tickets.
Black
Camry.
Volunteers, part of SAPD's public safety team.
When I was on patrol there, we would get calls for somebody complaining about handicap parking or parking in the handicap zone area, is that they were calling the police. Well, we were taking calls that were maybe on the lower side of the totem pole there.
It was just something that we both felt like we'd like to do, and so in the beginning I think this was an experiment.
Cowan and Carr told us they're the oldest members of the team.
I'm 85.
That's classified.
Yeah, and you're 80, what, 86?
We're in our 80s.
Sometimes they'll give warnings.
You already did that one. Just these two.
Other times you could be paying a few $100s for a violation.
Trying to help those that need help with handicap parking. They've got disabilities. We're going to help them ease the disability somewhat.
They say their best days?
A day without having to write a ticket.
Rania Kaur, KENS 5.
The San Antonio Police Department is looking for more volunteers for the public safety team. Anyone 18 years or older can apply. Minimum volunteer commitment is 6 to 8 hours a week.
Need some food over spring break? Stay tuned because we have you covered.
These two major food chains are combining to create one masterpiece. We have the story later.
Hey Alex, this guy on the internet says he wants to give me money.
That sounds suspicious.
What do you mean?
Typically, strangers who promise you money on the internet have their own best interest in mind. They often use bounce checks, which will disappear shortly after depositing, but not before they've asked for some money in return.
So he doesn't really want to spoil me?
No.
Well, then what should I do?
The best way to handle it is to block and report the suspicious message, or even consult local law enforcement if you've already fallen victim.
So I guess we aren't going to Key West for spring break.
No.
So a man's been walking in the desert for days at a time. He finally comes across a bar and orders a Coke.
That's not funny.
Eh? Eh?
It's flu season and germs are spreading quickly. I went to the wellness center to see how you can protect yourself this flu season.
Flu season is here and it's spreading through North Texas like wildfire. Flu season typically lasts from October until May. I met with Danielle Gomez. She oversees promotions for the wellness center.
To prevent the flu, one of the best things you can do is to get a flu vaccine and also stay away from others if they are sick, or if you are sick, to also stay away from other people to prevent spreading germs.
According to the CDC, February is the peak month for the flu. During the 2019-2020 flu season, the flu vaccine prevented over 7 million cases.
The flu vaccine is one of the best ways to prevent getting the flu. It can also help to lessen the severity of illness if you still get sick.
I sat down with a student who had recently had the flu.
Nasal congestion, cough. I had a fever for a day. I was really tired.
So I had to go to Care Now. They gave me a steroid because my face started to swell, because like that happens when you have infections, a cough suppressant, and nasal spray.
If you would like to get a flu shot, you can head over to the Wellness Center.
We offer walk-in times that you can come in to get a flu vaccine. You also can get a flu vaccine at any of our standard visits. If you come in to be seen for another reason, mention to your nurse or provider that you're interested in getting a flu vaccine, and they can get that taken care of for you then as well.
Spring break is just around the corner, which means it's time to get some food and snacks for the break.
That's right, the UNT Food Pantry is ready to help you stock up. Our segment anchor, Kaylee Bonilla, has more information. What do you have, Kaylee?
Thanks, guys. Tomorrow from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., the We Mean Green Fund is participating in the monthly mobile food bank distribution on campus. The UNT Food Pantry is working in collaboration with the Tarrant Area Food Bank to provide food for members in our community. If you want access to essential food items, make sure to go to parking lot 20 located by the Coliseum. The We Mean Green Fund reminds you to bring bags, a cooler, or something to carry your food in. That's all I have for Positively North Texas this week. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Kaylee. Students in North Texas School District got some exciting news. Hillsborough ISD approved a 4-day school week this Monday for the 2024-2025 school year. District officials hope this will attract more teachers. This will impact the nearly 2,000 students in the district. Hillsborough ISD joins the other North Texas school districts to switch to 4-day weeks, including Mineral Wells ISD, Anna ISD, Gainesville ISD, and Venus ISD. Have you ever watched boxing, Macy?
No, but I will when a professional boxer goes up against an influencer.
Same. I think I know who's going to win, but I gotta tune in anyways. Our anchor, Seth Wickman, has the story. Seth?
Thanks, guys. Coming up for sports, we'll be talking about the UNT women's basketball team's success and the great Mike Tyson returning to the ring. Stick around.
There's no harm in wanting to have fun while in college, but it's easy to lose track of how much you've had. Apps like Drink Control and Alkadroit can help keep track of your consumption and blood alcohol levels. If you or someone else does drink too much, the signs of alcohol poisoning are as follows: pale skin, vomiting, confusion, low body temperatures, irregular breathing, blacking out, and is hard to wake up or cannot be woken up.
Dude, are you okay? Hey, what's wrong? Wake up.
It's an exciting time of year, but it's important to be responsible. If you suspect someone is suffering from alcohol poisoning, get help immediately. You will not get in trouble for seeking help if you are underage. For more info and resources, go to UNT's Division of Student Affairs.
What's wrong? Are you stuck in your paper?
Pretty much. I haven't written anything in like an hour.
Why don't you check out the Writing Center at UNT?
Well, how do I meet up with them?
All you have to do to make an appointment is visit the Writing Center's website and either call the number or email writingcenter@unt.edu. The appointment is 30 minutes long, and the trained tutors will be able to help with brainstorming, correcting grammar, ensuring clarity, and a wide range of services. They also do walk-in appointments.
That sounds awesome. I'm gonna check them out.
So, what's this paper due?
30 minutes.
For more information, visit the UNT Writing Center's website.
Yeah, it's 6 pages.
Has this ever happened to you?
My bike! My bike is gone!
Stolen bikes are an epidemic sweeping college campuses across America.
What am I supposed to do?
It's quite simple. The We Mean Green Fund has partnered with the UNT Police Department to offer free bike locks to any UNT student with a bike. Just show up with your bike in tow and ask.
Now I'll never lose my bike ever again.
Enough worrying. Get your bike lock today.
The UNT women's basketball had the opportunity to secure the conference title earlier this week against the Memphis Tigers. Leading up to this point, the team was 22-7 and have been sitting on top of the American Athletic Conference. I was lucky enough to go to the game and watch the team shoot their shot at glory. The Mean Green women's basketball team faced a high stake into their regular season on Tuesday, facing off against the Memphis Tigers and a chance to clinch the division title with a win. Not a lot of people thought they would have this opportunity considering the type of season they had last year.
20 losses last year. The turnaround, man, everything we went through prepared us for this moment, man. And our players played their hearts out, man, and not just this game, but all season.
To start the game off, it looked like all the pressure got to the Mean Green, with Memphis leading by over 10. However, that didn't last long when Desiree Colonel's strength in the paint, along with elusive ball movement, started to pick up.
And this one right here has been an MVP since Yanni's went down with the injury last year. So special, man, and you know, if she wants to keep playing, she can. She's a pro.
And once their scoring started to click, of course, their defense also began falling into place, and a lead started to grow for the Mean Green, causing them to start approaching an historic end to a hard-fought season.
We knew we had our work cut out for us in this league, but man, only God, man. He's writing the story, and he's not done.
The final seconds of the game sparked electricity in the Super Pit as players and fans grasped victory. Crowning the women's basketball team the conference champions for the first time in 39 years will go down in history.
My dog, man, you're my dog.
The Mean Green beat Memphis 78-66, with Desiree Colonel leading the team, scoring 25 points, locking in their first division title since 1986. Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, for some odd reason, have decided to duke it out in the ring. The two will be boxing each other here at AT&T Stadium on July 20th and will exclusively be streamed on Netflix. Tyson, the 57-year-old former heavyweight champ, has a professional record of 50-6 with 44 knockouts. In the other corner, we have Paul with a pro record of 9-1 with 6 knockouts, with his most recent win being last weekend against Ryan Borland. And that's all I have for sports. Now back to the desk.
Thanks, Seth. Attention IHOP and Applebee's lovers. Pretty soon you won't have to decide between wings or waffles. You can have both.
Absolutely. Dine Brand Global, the parent company of both chain restaurants, has proposed plans of possibly opening combination restaurants. During a revenue meeting, it was announced that dozens of Applebee's locations have closed, while many new IHOPs have popped up. The plans have not been given this green light yet, but the company has said that revenue from a joint restaurant could double than that of standalone locations, and would even cost less to build and operate. If the company decides to move forward with the proposal, it might be a new concept in the U.S., but there are already IHOP Applebee combinations restaurants operating in Mexico. Macy, I've been thinking, do you think they're going to rename the combo, or do you think they're going to keep the names? Because I have some ideas that maybe we could pass along.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I was thinking like Apple Hop or iHapplebees, or maybe even like iHopplebee Hop.
Girl, you might want to keep workshopping that one.
True.
Thanks for watching ntTV News at noon.
Join us again tonight at 6 here on North Texas Television.